Detective Tom Tinklepaugh. Congratulations and welcome.
Congratulations.
Good morning.
Yeah, good to see you guys.
Kind of surprised you weren't Officer of the Year before now. You've had quite a distinguished career at JPD.
I don't know if distinguished is the right word. Sometimes infamous.
Notable.
At points. But I think it was better to get it later.
Yeah.
I definitely am very appreciative of it, and I think it means more towards the twilight.
Yeah.
So.
Chief, tell us a little bit about Tom. He had closed 15 of 16 cases that he was assigned in 2024. And there's a really interesting case I'm going to ask Tom about, but just tell us a little bit about Tom.
I'll give you some of the dynamics of, getting assigned a case, the solvability in these cases, and, we have detectives who get cases, as they come in, and to solve 15 out of 16 in a calendar year is remarkable.
Yeah.
Things have to line up. I won't say it's luck, but it's certainly some diligence on the detective's work. And he did a fantastic job.
Yeah.
And the beauty of it is he doesn't do it by himself. There's a collaboration, depending on what the crime is. There's collaboration from our evidence persons, from other detectives, from other officers who are working the road, who brings information. Obviously, he's the puppet master of gathering the information, working with the prosecutor, and getting charges, and inevitably getting convictions.
Yeah.
So that, in a nutshell, is tough to do.
Right.
That is tough to do, and obviously deserving of Officer of the Year chosen by his peers.
And you're providing, in some cases, closure and results for some families, for sure. And I know that's important to you guys.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell us about this this bomb that you tracked down.
So, unbeknownst to me, the Commercial Exchange building back in the 40s was a testing facility for release mechanisms for ordnance dropped from airplanes. And they had a 500-pound bomb in the basement that had been there for years that nobody knew about. And when the building went for sale, the bomb went missing. So that was probably the most unique one.
I don't remember hearing anything about that when that went missing.
Yeah, we kind of kept that one low for a couple of days. So I was working with the new owner and the moving companies and people that were moving some stuff out because they parceled the building out. Made a bunch of phone calls, and all of a sudden the bomb just shows back up at the owner's place of business on a like a 1940s luggage dolly. So, and of course, we don't know if it's active or not. So they had to call the bomb squad in. It was inert. The owner's going to keep it and put it in the building now for historical things. But
that's wild.
I really wasn't sure how big a 500-pound bomb was until I actually saw it and went, oh boy.
And I can tell you the damage that will cause.
Oh yeah, I mean, when it shows
yeah.
back up, are you uncomfortable just looking at the thing?
I'm not great, but somebody once told me, and not that I've ever worked with these guys really close hand, but the EOD guy, if he's defusing something, goes, man, what if you have a bad day? He goes, well, if I have a bad day, suddenly it's not my problem. I'm like, okay, so I guess we'll stand together and be our problem.
That's wild. But you never know what you're going to get. And like Chief said, these cases come in, you have no idea what's coming in.
Yeah.
So someone took a 500-pound bomb and then brought it back, and it's because you were rattling the cages.
That's right.
Yeah, I kept rattling cages and stuff like that. I actually had to call a defense company in Florida to figure out, was this just a dud? Because they were working on the shackles to release it from the planes. Well, is this a dud? What was this? And it was a lot of calling defense contractors and stuff like that. And
that's nuts.
Just enough phone calls and knocking on doors and, hey, you need to come talk to me. And all of a sudden it just shows up. And then the owner was fine that it showed up. And we realized it was inert and life's good.
You also have cold cases.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now, on TV, it's, some of the cold cases are solved because things like DNA technology has improved since the case occurred. Is that true? Is that one of the things you're able to do?
So science always changes, and one of the detectives who was promoted to sergeant was working on a very cold homicide from the 80s near St. Mary's. And he got the idea to resend some of the clothing that had DNA. Some of the things I've been paying attention to on TV was like family genealogy, like the 30 or 23andMe type stuff, how they're getting people connected this way. So that's something I brought up to him, and he's continued to run with that ball. So it's just a lot of paying attention to the new sciences that are out there. I believe everything can be solved. I just don't know how long it's going to take. Because science moves so fast, it's possible for sure.
It's easy on TV because they solve it in an hour.
Right.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
But it shows how important the preservation of evidence is, especially when you have a case like a homicide.
Yeah.
I mean, the preservation of that evidence, we're always going to have it from now until it's solved.
Yeah.
So therefore, you can go back and do a forensic on something and potentially, gather a suspect or suspects.
Got a couple pictures, I think, of Tom around town.
Oh yeah, and you guys are. But first of all, I'd like to thank you both for what you do for our community. But it is fun to see you guys out in the community.
Oh, there's time. I was thinking of
Yeah,
Spider-Man.
Usually in the Spider-Man
Yeah.
outfit.
Oh, that was you, Chris.
This is your daughter's class.
That is one of my daughter's classes. Obviously, I bet you can kind of guess which one she is supporting us with her sweatshirt on. So that was for March. March is reading month, and that's back when they liked when Dad would come to class and read for them.
I bet it's pretty cool.
different
having
now
Dad
that
come to
they're older.
class.
Yeah, now they're a little older, and
want Dad to
Dad's
school.
not as cool as much. So
And you also head up the honor guard for
Yes.
JPD.
I do.
So we'll see you really at a lot of community events. And
Yep.
There's one thing about the honor guard, and I served on the honor guard team as well with Tom. And I'm trying to look at anybody else on there, Warren Johnson, but the rest are more or less, and Scott Goings. But I mean, what that team does, the training they do, and the peaceful commitment is remarkable. To go and stand for families, for organizations at the loss of a loved one, and supporting is no better team in my opinion.
It's humbling when you're at these events and see you guys. It's amazing.
Yeah.
We've got one more summer safety series left.
Yes.
You know what I wanted to ask you guys? Are you guys as excited as parents are for kids to get back in school? Is that a thing?
Well, I'm ready for mine to go back. They've been pretty busy this summer with sports and whatnot, but
Give them something to do.
they're to the point now they're bored and starting to get in trouble at home, so they're ready to go back.
Yeah.
So
My kids are adults, but my wife is a kindergarten teacher.
Okay.
So she loves the summertime, obviously, but she misses the kids.
Yeah.
She misses the kids, so, and I think she's doing her last year, so.
Okay. Very
Before
cool.
retirement. But yeah, the summer series, is that the 13th?
13th, yeah.
13th. We'll be at Kiwanis Park.
tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow.
Yes, indeed.
Tomorrow we'll be there.
Yeah. We ask for all the kids to come out again, meet with the police departments, the fire department. We'll grill hot dogs. We'll have some free bikes that we'll raffle off for some lucky winners before school starts. So come on out and enjoy the festivities.
I think Serge does the hot dogs.
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, he does. He does a fantastic job. So, along with those other talents we talked about
Yes,
earlier,
absolutely.
he does a good job. We every once in a while we let Lieutenant Postma get on, but he's in training.
Well,
right
thank
now.
you guys. Thanks so much for everything that you guys do to help keep our community safe. We appreciate it.
Well, big thanks to Tom and the remarkable
Absolutely.
year he's had.
Congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
For being
Appreciate
named
it. Thanks, sir.
Officer of the Year, Detective Tom Tinklepaugh, and Chief Chris Simpson here on the morning show. Stay with us. We'll be right back.